Hey guys, welcome to Scott World News and Sports. So I wanted to get this one out, probably as everybody has heard, uh, had a catastrophic earthquake here in the Philippines, over in Cebu area, north of Cebu, Bogo City. Got hit the worst, I believe. Um, I read a report just a little bit ago on Sun Star. I'll see if I can come back up with it, but I don't want to give out reports on how many are injured or dead or anything, because that changes quite often, as we know. Uh, I come across a couple stories here on the Philippine news agency page, uh, talking about tourists urged to remain alert, confirmed travel status after the quake. The Department of Tourism on Wednesday advised all tourists to remain alert and confirm the status of their destinations before traveling following the magnitude 6.9 earthquake that struck Bogo City, Cebu on Tuesday. I saw another video. They were recording right when the earthquake hit, and it was like 9:59, somewhere in there. So 9:59 last night is when it hit. It's Wednesday morning, or Wednesday afternoon here. It's 12:38 in the afternoon. Tourists are advised to confirm the status of destination before traveling. Several tourist sites in affected areas may be closed while safety inspections are ongoing. The agency said its offices are fully responsive to the needs of affected tourists and tourism stakeholders, and that its following lines are open to travelers requiring assistance. So they have a hotline number here. They have a mobile number to call if you're here in the Philippines. They have an email and a click to call and live web chat. Uh, so uh, I can put these numbers on the video here. Um, and so the agency is also working with relevant agencies, local government units, LGUs, to assist the safety of access roads and bridges, as well as the condition of affected tourism establishment and workers. As of posting time, which was 12:16 p.m., no official list of closed attractions has been released. According to the latest situation report by the National Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Council, at least 2 seaports were affected, with 134 passengers currently stranded in central Visayas. The deadly magnitude 6.9 earthquake jolted Bogo City, Cebu, at 9:59 p.m. Tuesday, with tremendous felt in provinces across Visayas and parts of Luzon and Mindanao. It was tectonic in origin and recorded the highest instrumental intensity of 6, or VI, experienced in Cebu City, Cebu, and Villaba Leyte. And so that's one story. This one is government to roll out 20 kilograms, I think, of pesos, rice, and quake hit Visayas towns. The government is activating its 20 Philippines per kilograms rice program in Visayas areas hit by the magnitude 6.9 earthquake for at least 1 month. Agriculture Secretary Francisco T. Laurel Jr. announced Wednesday. In an interview on the sideline of the 47th Asian Ministers on Agriculture and Forestry in Pasay City, Theo Laurel said a team was deployed on the ground to assess areas severely affected by the 6.9 magnitude that struck Bogo City Tuesday night. He said, "We are food secure at the moment. We have enough supplies." Also in the area, I'm sorry, I'm trying to, for at least 1 month. Okay. Some of it is in Tagalog, so I apologize. Here it is. I have directed the activation of the 20 peso rice in all areas struck for at least 1 month to help in the recovery, he added. Department of Agriculture spokesperson Assistant Secretary Arnel de Mesa said the agency also stands ready to provide necessary and to farmers affected by the earthquake. As of this posting, he said the DA is waiting for initial reports on damage sustained by the agriculture sector, including farm-to-market roads in the region. The entire Cebu province had been placed under a state calamity on Wednesday. At least 60 were reported dead, while scores were hurt following the deadly earthquakes. The National Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Council is still validating reports on casualties. So you know how that is. That changes a lot in these Mother Nature things. Local disaster councils ordered to inspect key infra in West Visayas. For LO City, all local disaster risk reduction, just come out at 11:48 a.m. All local disaster risk reduction and management councils in Western Visayas, down to the barangay level, have been ordered to assess the structural integrity of buildings and other critical infrastructures facilities within their jurisdiction. Regional DRRMC Chair and Civil Defense Director for Western Visayas, Raul Fernandez, signed Memorandum Order Number 69 on Wednesday in light of the magnitude 6.9 earthquake in Bogo City in Cebu that jolted almost the entire region on Tuesday evening. Fernandez said the assessment is in line with their mandate to ensure public safety. All concerned agency offices and stakeholders are hereby enjoined to coordinate with the Provincial City Municipal Engineering Office, the Office of the Building Official, and the local DRRMO to ensure that inspections are carried out systematically and in accordance with established safety standards, the order read. The inspection seeks to determine the extent of damage sustained by public and private structures, identity facility that pose immediate risk to public safety, recommend appropriate actions for repairing, retrofitting, or condemnation as necessary, and consolidate reports for submission to higher authorities to guide response and recovery measures. In Ilo City, work at the City Hall resumed at 10 a.m. on Wednesday after inspectors from the Office of the Building Office, OBO, the Facility Conservation Office, and the City Engineer's Office declared the main and annex buildings safe for occupancy after a thorough inspection. The safety of our employees and the public remains our top priority, and we will continue to monitor and ensure the integrity of our office facilities. Classes at all levels in both public and private schools were suspended, while thorough inspection and assessment of school facilities and other public structures are being conducted. Fairness also called on all business establishments to report any observed effects of the recent earthquake on their respective buildings or structures. All reports must be endorsed to the Office of the Building Official for assessment of the structural integrity of the buildings. Your cooperation is vital in ensuring the safety of your establishments, employees, and the general public, the mayor said. In the meantime, serial and ground inspection continues at the provincial capital. Ilo PDRRM Office Chief for the Administrative Training Division, Alfonso Baldonado III, said they are inclined not to recommend the resumption of office work in the afternoon because they wanted to be on the safe side. The first 24 hours after the first shake is the critical period. Mostly some aftershocks are even stronger than the initial quake, he said. He said all major cracks found from the first to the sixth floor of the building were measured and cataloged, which will serve as baseline data for similar incidents in the future. Governor Arthur Fenzor Jr. on Tuesday evening urged mayors of municipalities with high-rise structures to assess their structural integrity following the strong earthquake. He also advised the suspension of work in these buildings and classes in schools with 3 to 4 story structures with necessary to ensure public safety. Another thing that come out at 11:35 a.m. was the teams from the Department of Energy (DOE) Task Force on Energy Resiliency are already deployed to the province battered by recent typhoons, with another team on the way to Cebu following Tuesday night's earthquake. During the Commission on Appointments deliberation on her ad interim appointment, Energy Secretary Sharon Garin said the task force was activated immediately after the disaster to coordinate with the National Power Corporation, National Electrification Administration, National Grid Corporation of the Philippines, Transco, and off companies. Once it's activated, all stakeholders are gathered in order for us to have information and act on the problem, she said. In Masbate alone, she reported that over 1,148 electric posts were toppled by strong winds, cutting power across much of the province. Guerin said rehabilitation works are ongoing and lessons from the disaster highlight the need to recalibrate and insulate power structure to make them more resilient. She noted that the proposed increase in NEA's budget would help electric cooperatives strengthen their infrastructure. Senator Riza Hontiveros raised reports that power restoration in Masbate could take up to a month and sought assurance that other affected areas such as Eklan, Ilo, Cebu would also receive timely support. Cebu happened last night, and we have to call on them to create a team. All their heavy equipment will be transported, so it takes a day or two to get to the area, Garin said, assuring that another DOE task force team would be in the province by Friday. The strong earthquake jolted Cebu province late Tuesday. Its epicenter was located 21 kilometers northeast of Bogo City. The Philippine Institute of Volcanology Seismology has recorded 379 aftershocks as of 4 a.m. Wednesday. 379 aftershocks. Holy moly, man. The videos I've seen a lot of videos this morning. Like I said, it's now 12:50 p.m. here. Mactan Bridge over there, I think it's north of Cebu. I haven't been there, but I'm watching guys on video. Was doing this. I don't think it didn't fall in, but it was doing this, which I don't know what kind of structure damage there might be on there. Hopefully none, but if it's doing this, you seem like maybe, I don't know. I don't know. But a lot of stuff, a lot of power lines, I mean, power out probably all over the place up there. I saw a picture of a church, a whole church down. So I hope everybody's okay. But as I said, there's over 60 deaths as of right now. So hopefully it doesn't go up any more than that. Sorry, 60 is the number. But anyway, I wanted to get a little bit of stories out that I got here. I'm over in Manila, so I'm ways away from it. So I hope these help you out. I'm going to put this out right ASAP as fast as I can. God bless y'all. Have a great day, great night, whatever the case may be.